but what happened is I get a lot of money, and all of a sudden work goes down. He's all like, oh, there's going to be a lot of work, you're going to work a lot, but then all of a sudden it just disappears, and you're like, hey, dude, where'd my money go? He's all, I thought I was going to make money in this job, but that's like the slave labor kind of mentality that they keep you in. So like, if you leave, you're not going to find another job. But a lot of those people, like, I understand because they have families. They're like, oh, well, maybe you think that way, but not me. Mm-hmm. So each time I'm learning how to employ my abilities to get more out of it. And if someone tells me, oh, you're going to work 8 hours, like, see you around.
Okay, well, I think there's something there, Marcus, for you to write.
I'm curious, like, do you ever want to find a job that you want to put everything you have into?
Well, that's the thing too.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
I would, but then those industries, like before, it was construction, and I put my all into that, and I got a lot back for it.
I didn't mean, like, you know, you said your own boss. Well, you said you like to be your own boss, and you like to have freedom. So I'm asking you, is there some type of vocation? It could be, you could say you want to, like, go research Antarctica, you know. I'm just asking you, is there some job that you would, like, you'd be like, wow, I want to put more time into this, like, no matter if they pay me less. The opposite of, like, you know how you say, like, you found a job and you only have to work 2 hours and then you just walk around.
So, like, what's your passion?
Yeah, that's, I mean, like a dream job, I guess.
My dream job is to do nothing.
Okay.
No, but it's like,
you said, right?
I just wanted to, that's all I was trying to
that changes the whole thing, because do nothing to me, it means like I have time to think about like the ideas that I want to put on paper, and that's the main thing. Like I think of all those people like Carver, Raymond Carver, Faulkner. They didn't have much like school, but they put their all into like their work, their stories, and their technique, and it became like their life. And once that became their life, people started paying them for it. So like, I want you to do this because you have something that nobody else has, and because they had that space of creating a craft. I figured out if you spend 15 minutes studying something, or like.
So what do you do when you're walking around? Do you think about stuff, or that's what I'm asking?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, when you say you do nothing. When you say nothing, I think you're not thinking.
Well,
nothing means you're not doing anything at all. So I don't know what that.
To me, it's all about that space and time to just do something, practice something. Right now, I have a book on short stories, but it shows you the craft of it. That's my thing. That's what I mean by doing nothing. It's just that space, that liberty, just.
Yeah, but you're doing something.
Yeah, well, technically, if you call it something, reading.
I do.
Yeah. But that's what I think. If you spend 15 minutes practicing something, automatically your mind shifts and it starts being curious. That exhilarates your body and your mind.
Well, I mean, it also scientifically your mind
stimulates you.
Starts like changing. You know, like.
Synaptic pruning.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you do 15 minutes worth of something, your mind is going to practice it and it's going to learn quickly. I mean, that's happened with me. Whatever it is, whatever you want to learn. If you like playing chords and creating that, generating, you'll learn something.
So, Marco, I feel what we should explore, like we try to nail down what your piece is going to be around language stuff. But, you know, he did this thing of, you know, the goal now is to move vertically up the company, to move hopscotch horizontally and find your spaces. There's something there that...
It's just finding that liberating space, like, you know, that space of creation. I think, like, a lot of it, like, people that created these companies, like, had a lot of space to think. Like, they just didn't say, okay, I'm going to do this. No, they had a lot of space to create, to think about something. I heard this guy that was, like, he was this big business guy, and he had, like, this hour where he just sat down and did nothing. But he actually said that to the people that this guy was interviewing. He was like, why did you keep me? You're just sitting here doing nothing. He's like, this is my hour to do nothing. But he created in that space. He would always have a notebook. Yeah. And in that notebook, he just came up with random stuff that made him rich.
Well, I don't know if that's really what we're looking for, but you've had a new way to engage with the concept of work, and you've sort of made your own rules. And I'd like to see what you did to in a piece around it. But we'll think about it.
Sure. I don't know what to say.
The thing about creation, I rarely like to quote people, but one thing Paulo Freire said one time about liberation is liberation is not only freedom from hunger, but it's the freedom to create and construct. And that's how in their movies it's something more than just relative and contemplation. But what you said is what I always thought was missing in the labor movement.
What do you mean, creation?
That people have hunger to be creative and to be thinkers.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so we'll think about it. But